Hello, welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, the headlines. President Tinubu sacks NNPCL CEO Kyari, appoints Ojulari as replacement. Kogi ADP launches Green Revolution initiative to ramp up agricultural production. Hamilton denies early loss of faith in Ferrari. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the reconstitution of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited Board, removing the chairman, Chief Pius Akinyelure, and the Group Chief Executive Officer, Mele Kyari. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in the early hours of Wednesday, President Tinubu removed all other board members appointed with Akinyelure and Kyari in November 2023. The new 11-man board has Engineer Bashir Ojulari as the Group CEO and Ahmadu Kida as non-executive chairman. Adedapo Shegun, who replaced Umaru Ajiya as the Chief Financial Officer last November, has now been appointed to the new board by President Tinubu. The 6 board members, non-executive directors that are representing the country's geopolitical zones are Bello Rabiu, Northwest, Yusuf Usman, Northeast, and Babs Omotowa, the former managing director of the Nigerian Liquefied Natural Gas, represents North Central. President Tinubu also appointed Austin Ayuro as a non-executive director from the South-South, David Ige as a non-executive director from the Southwest, and Henry Obi as a non-executive director from the Southeast. Mrs. Lydia Shehu Jafia, Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Finance, will represent the ministry of the new board. In contrast, Aminu Ahmad will represent the Ministry of Petroleum Resources. President Tinubu, invoking the powers granted under Section 59, Subsection 2 of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, emphasized that the board's restructuring is crucial for enhancing operational efficiency, restoring investor confidence, boosting local content, driving economic growth, and advancing gas commercialization and diversification. He also gave the new board an immediate action plan to conduct a strategic portfolio review of NNPC-operated and joint venture assets to ensure alignment with value maximization objectives. The Kogi State Agricultural Development Project says it has embarked on an ambitious agricultural development program under its Green Revolution initiative. The managing director, Dr. Bello Ugirima, stated this in an exclusive interview with LUGARDTV. Dr. Ugirima said the Green Revolution initiative is to enhance food production, reduce food prices, and create job opportunities in the state. He said the first phase of the project includes allocation of 8,000 hectares of land to 8,000 farmers, providing over 150 tractors and distributing fertilizers and high-yield seedlings to boost productivity. The MD emphasized that Kogi now ranks among Nigeria's states with the lowest food prices due to these initiatives, citing data from the National Bureau of Statistics. He further disclosed that the ADP is also expanding into livestock farming and agribusiness with a successful poultry farming initiative empowering women and youth in the state. Dr. Ugirima added that a digital platform has been provided to farmers with expert advice, which includes weather updates and modern techniques to improve productivity. According to him, the performance of the Kogi State government in agriculture and food security was a justification for the emergence of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo as the best governor in agriculture in Nigeria, according to the Daily Independent newspaper.
The award from the Independent newspaper as the governor of the year on agriculture is not a surprise to us that are in the sector, because we know very much how prepared he is to carry agri to the next level and guarantee the food security for the people of Kogi State and by extension the country at large.
He assured that more milestones will be achieved in food security and livestock production under Governor Ododo ahead of the commencement of wet season farming this year. Watch Talk Time on LUGARDTV for full interview with Dr. Bello Ugirima. In another development, the Kogi State government has reaffirmed its commitment to collaborating with the International Federation of Women Lawyers to protect, preserve, and promote the rights of women and children in the society. The Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, gave this assurance while receiving the chairperson and members of FIDA Kogi State chapter during their courtesy visit to his office in Lokoja on Thursday. The Commissioner emphasized the need for timely reportage and widespread sensitization of FIDA's activities, particularly in rural areas where cases of violence often go unreported due to a lack of awareness of the proper channels for seeking help. He further reiterated that the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo is centered on supporting the common man, particularly those who cannot defend themselves, and assured FIDA of the government's unwavering support in its advocacy and legal assistance efforts. In her remarks, the Kogi State chairperson of FIDA, Barrister Kemi Omeza, commended Governor Ododo for his developmental strides and dedication to citizens' rights and safety. She highlighted FIDA's provision of free legal services to indigent women and children who lack access to legal representation in the state. The news roundup is coming to you on LUGARDTV. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
The Kogi State's annual media report is the first of its kind in the history of our state. The idea is to ensure that we consistently monitor and project the achievements of the government and also keep the people abreast of what the government is doing. It's really an honor and privilege that we've been able to put this report together, and we sincerely commend all our colleagues in the media who have been very committed in ensuring that they follow the activities of our government and then reporting same in ways that we can monitor, and we are hoping that we can do better with them. And this partnership is going to be sustained beyond this edition of the annual media report.
Welcome back. The Kogi State Police Command has officially kicked off this year's Police Week with a health and fitness exercise aimed at promoting physical well-being, endurance, and teamwork among officers. The event, held in the early hours of Thursday, was led by the Commissioner of Police, CP Mila Dantawai, who spearheaded a jogging session across major routes in Lokoja. The jogging exercise saw enthusiastic participation from police officers serving across various divisions in the state, including members of the command's management team, as officers jogged through strategic parts of the city, fostering a sense of unity, discipline, and commitment to service. Speaking after the session, CP Dantawai emphasized the importance of regular physical fitness for law enforcement officers, stating that good health and endurance directly impact operational efficiency. He urged officers to make exercise a routine part of their lifestyle, reinforcing that a physical fit police force is better equipped to handle security challenges effectively. The Commissioner further commended the officers for their participation and reiterated the command's commitment to fostering a culture of discipline, professionalism, and service to the people of Kogi State. Moving on to sport. Lewis Hamilton has dismissed suggestions that he may have lost faith in Ferrari following the team's double disqualification in China. Having joined the Italian team in a blockbuster switch from Mercedes, Hamilton finished 10th on his debut in Australia, then claimed a maiden victory in the Chinese Grand Prix sprint, but was then disqualified from the full-length race a day later after taking a checkered flag in 6th. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton says he has 100% faith in Ferrari despite setbacks during his first 2 races with the team. The 7-time world champion would have finished higher in Australia if not for a costly strategic call to stay out on dry tyres in wet conditions, while his disqualification in China was the result of an excessive wear on the plank of the SF25. Thank you for staying with us. That is it on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sherifat Ibrahim.